Today I want to give a demonstration of a few sample dashboards so you can see the design process and what you can really do with design when trying to get out a message in your dashboards. A dashboard should focus on the main elements that you want to show, and they should be apparent immediately. You want to minimize the number of controls and allow users to easily have a workflow in which they're able to derive the information which you want them to obtain. I'll be showing you a demo of two dashboards today. The first, which I'm going to show you, is a retail dashboard. This is the home screen of the retail dashboard. Immediately you can see your key KPIs here at the top. So whether you have many KPIs or a few, you can display the most important ones so the end user can easily see these and easily review them. Also, you can see each one is highlighted by different colors and different arrows. So this year over last year, profit is up, profit margin is up, and units sold is up, while revenue is down, and it's highlighted with the down arrow as well as the orange coloration. We can see here profit versus target seems to be on point, and then the profit broken up per each region seems to be doing well as well. Down here, everything looks alright between the different categories for profit, but over here, customer satisfaction seems to be a little bit below what our target is. So immediately, what we might want to do is investigate why customer satisfaction is low, and then also investigate revenue. Before we do that, I want to show you that not only can you design dashboards in this easy workflow for your end users to go through and derive information, but also in what's known as the more operational type dashboards or operational type reports. These are going to be what you use for your more PDF type reporting that every line of business is going to need. But with MicroStrategy and how you design your dashboards, you can have all the controls, so you can still have the selector controls and the interactivity, and with these operational and more PDF designed dashboards. Back to the interactive and more web-based type dashboard. So again, if you'll remember, we want to investigate why revenue is down and customer satisfaction. So up here at the top, we can naturally click on these buttons to go into more details and go to the next tab. Here at the top, we have what's known as a microcharts widget. This allows you to see many different KPIs in a small amount of space and still have it look very visually appealing. Automatically, we can see that California is down for profit, so we might want to look into this a little bit further. You can also see the areas that are down for profit are again highlighted in red, so when we're investigating why revenue is down, profit might be a good place to start. Clicking on California updates the two charts at the bottom, and if we select San Francisco to maybe investigate this more, this is again going to update the chart on the right. Here on the right, we can see profit versus units sold, so we may want to investigate areas that have high units sold and low profit. So if we go to music here, we're able to have an information window pop up with further information, so you can drill into this without taking up screen space. Additionally, if you want to view this in different ways, we can go over to a grid view, and then we can drill down to the subcategories to get further information directly from the same screen. To investigate customer satisfaction more, we may want to go to the next tab. Here we see revenue this year over last year for each of the cities within the states where our stores reside, as well as the customer satisfaction by color. So very easily we can see areas that we might want to investigate. In this case, I might go over to Miami, which has moderate revenue this year over last year. Clicking on this brings up all of our store managers within Miami, and we can hover over each of them to get further information on each of our key metrics. We may also want to do an interactive customer profile to find which customers we can target with various promotions. Here, we can change the various metrics we want to look at to update the chart. And we can also change how we segment the data, whether it's by various demographics, such as gender or age. And then we can click on our data points to bring up further information as well as contact information for the actual customer. We can then look at this in a grid view and export this out or email the list to someone who could send various promotions. What I want to look at now is a CFO dashboard, which will give you a different perspective on ways to design. I have the CFO dashboard on my iPad, but the great thing is you can design the dashboards for both the web and iPad, so even if you're not mobile ready, you don't have to build another dashboard. You can simply deploy the same dashboard on the mobile device. When you first open your CFO dashboard, you get a home screen with various different screens that you might want to look into. We have our business performance up at the top, financial positions at the bottom, as well as the what if analysis. So you can go to whatever dashboard is going to give you the pertinent information. Here we can change which business segment we want to look at, as well as which metric we want to focus in on, and update the charts at the bottom, so on one screen you can get various ways to view the data. You can also change what type of visualizations you want to have for the data as well. So even with a limited amount of screen space, you can still look at the data in various different ways and slice the data how you need it. Looking at the trends over time, again, we can change which measures we want to look at and add various lines of business. If we don't want to look at it by a line chart, perhaps we might want to change it to a bar chart as well. Once we get a summary information that we like, we can drill into different information by going to the tabs at the top, such as this balance sheet, funds flow, or interest rates. And all of these are still going to have various levels of interactivity depending on your choosing. You might design your location data to be interactive and changeable as well. Here we're looking at headcount, but perhaps we want to look at the revenue metric. It's going to update the colors of each of our bubbles, and if we want more information, we can simply click one, and it's going to bring up a graph with further information. In this way, we can have more information with less space and easy interaction for the user experience. We can also do a credit analysis where we can add risk class to only look at those risk class that are pertinent to us. We can also switch over to the provision analysis and change the adjusted provision to see how it's going to affect our data. In conclusion, I want to mention the golden rule when designing dashboards, which is know your audience. Each dashboard will be designed differently depending on who it's going to go out to. So for your audience, you want to know who they are, what do they want, where do they want it, why do they want it, when are they going to use it, and how do they want to receive it. Each audience has different needs, so designing the dashboard in a simplistic manner that's going to be easy for them to consume and going to actually get them out there and using the dashboard is very important. Getting the expertise of those who have designed similar dashboards in the past and have much experience in this will make sure that you get usable dashboards that users are going to love and get value out of.